I'm here at the Nickelodeon Studios with the Hey Arnold, the Jungle Movie cast. I'm so excited to get into it. Can you guys just go through and let me know which character are you the voice of?
My name is Benji. I play Gerald.
I'm Andy McPhee, and I play Phoebe.
I'm Craig Bartlett, and I play Abner the Pig, and Brainy, and Miles.
I'm Francesca Marie Smith, and I play Helga G. Pataki.
I'm Mason Cotton, and I play Arnold.
Okay, let's just jump right into it. Am I the only one that's super geek that this is coming back to my screen?
No, we're all geeks here. Everyone's a geek.
And you know what? With you playing all the characters you do, also co-writing and originating, can you get into how thrilling it is for it to be hitting the screens for the newer generation?
It's really great. You know, Nickelodeon is still a network for kids that are 6 to 11, and so it's got to work for kids. Even though we're counting on the super fans who are, 20 to 30-ish to be even more stoked, but we also hope to introduce the whole series to a whole new generation of kids.
Now, you guys are mixing it up a bit. We have some of the originating cast, and then we have the newer cast. So coming into the show, did you guys binge watch a whole bunch of Hey Arnold shows? How did that go?
I wouldn't say I binge watched, but I tried to get the whole synopsis down and everything. So I wouldn't say I binge watched, but watched.
Yeah, I did my practice. I trained for this role, and I would go home and watch the clips and things like that. Great show. Did an amazing job. Great show.
Yeah, he was a great Gerald. He was a great Arnold. Wait till you see these performances. They're incredible.
Did you guys talk to any of the old Arnold or Gerald castmates to kind of get a little niche?
Oh, not before. We didn't talk to them before for advice or anything. We saw them at Comic-Con though, and we hung out with them. Had some combos. Yeah.
And then you mentioned training. So for all of you, how is it training to be the voice and make this character come alive after so many years? How do you still, how is that going to translate for us?
Well, hopefully we did our jobs right. Yeah. But at least for me, it was so comfortable, surprisingly so, to go back in the booth. Especially, I hadn't really been doing much acting at all. I've been doing other things. So I wasn't really sure how it would work. But coming back, especially having such phenomenal dialogue to work with both the original writers and the new team members, it felt very right and very fun.
It was a little different for me. I had literally done the voice of Phoebe maybe 2 times since I wrapped up the show, and it was just for fun, some little videos we did, for the fans, because we've become aware that there are kids that grew up with this show now, and they're out there, and they're on social media, and they're having conversations about the show. So getting back into Phoebe was sort of because she's a character voice for me, so she's not my normal voice. She never was my normal voice, and it was just, then it was like coming home. But it was, a little bit of a squeaky kind of muscles need to move again kind of thing.
We were really lucky. We had a whole year or so to record the movie. We had a lot of time. We got together many times for many sessions, which isn't the way we used to do the TV show. We'd busted one out on a Thursday, and then we'd be done. So we had the luxury of time.
Okay, logistics out the way. We know how you train. We know that we're excited. Let's get into some fun. Do we know if why are you saying because I'm looking at Helga here. Let's just imagine the whole cartoon Helga here. Do we know? Okay, we saw some sneak peeks from what the movie's going to entail. We saw this scene of her accidentally maybe confessing her love to a big crowd. But I'm curious to know, so maybe this isn't for you, maybe this is for you. Does Harold also share those feelings? Has that been a secret?
You mean, does Arnold just share those feelings?
Sorry, yeah. Does Arnold, look,
that would be
totally lost here. That would be actually really terrible. Does Arnold actually share some of those sentiments?
Well, you get to find out. All that will be explained completely when you see the Jungle movie next Friday, November 24.
So that is going to be a point of it, though.
Definitely a big story point, yeah.
Okay, let's keep it fun. So this is a 90s show.
Yep.
Well, at least the originating of it, how we got to love it. We know that you were a story editor for the Rugrats.
That's right.
And we know that there are some cast members that played on other cartoons, As Told by Ginger, Recess. So if we had to mix up the cast, so they're going into the jungle, they're already having a ton of fun, and it's going to be an adventure. But if we had to bring in some other characters from a different show, where do you think would be the amazing mix? And you guys jump in on your favorite cartoon shows too. For now time for this movie, what other characters from another cartoon show would you see that would totally rock out the jungle?
I think we should totally bring the Ashleys from Recess to the jungle, right?
I was gonna say Reese.
Right? Rhonda would go nuts. She'd be like, "Who? What? Who are these girls?"
I was always a Doug fan, so I could imagine maybe a few of those folks coming and hanging out with us.
I could see that a little bit, but not really. I feel like more bad type A characters belong in the jungle to kind of help them survive. You know?
I'd bring the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh yes, good choice.
Run into a wild cat dog or a couple of angry beavers in the jungle.
Cat dog would actually survive out in the jungle. They're they're animals, so they work. Okay, so let's keeping it fun with the 90s. Now, we know that all of the characters are coming back in a fun way, but what we don't know is, are they going to still bring the same characteristics that we love? Like, are we going to still see Helga punching out Brainy? Like, are we still going to get the, I guess, nostalgia that comes from watching?
I promise. Yes, everything you ever wanted to see again is going to happen again.
We had a checklist, didn't we? Must include for the movie.
Now, when I was screening a lot of the fans before I came, with the preview happening, they were telling me that I was giving them Tarzan vibes of Arnold trying to find his parents, and then they're in the jungle, and then we don't know what's going to happen, and I'm trying to get it, guys. Bear with me a little bit. So would you...
Next Friday.
He's like, you have to wait until it's in theaters? But would you say from that observation of the trailer that it kind of is a little...
Yeah, Indiana Jones. Yeah, you're definitely on a swashbuckling adventure through the jungle. I mean, the kids are way out of their comfort zone, and they're facing a lot of danger and trouble.
Danger and trouble. I love how you just made that very vague. He's like, I'm not telling you any more than that. Okay, so with the development of the characters, with you guys taking on the new roles and not being there before, was there anything strange that you practice with creating your voice to be these characters that were already out there?
For me, I would just say, you want me to hold it? Oh, I was about to, for me, I would just say, oh no, Arnold. I would just keep saying that, but in the Gerald voice, because I feel like once I said that, it was locked in, and I knew how to say it. But all day walking throughout the house, oh no, Arnold, like that.
I just feel like it kind of just developed into my regular voice of just being Arnold after just watching it, and then continually coming in and doing ADR or something. So yeah.
What kind of stuff happened behind the scenes where you were like, oh, start over? When did those happen?
Did we even have those? I don't know.
Yeah, I did. Just probably talking too fast, not doing how to say the line, and you just flub up on some, and then you're like, okay, can we please do that again?
Get them to scream a lot, and so I think that's a challenge. We'd say that was great. Now just do it bigger.
When you say scream,
I mean, it's like you're, I don't know, falling off a cliff or trying not to get killed.
And for all the actors at home, fans who want to do voice work, who want to get more into it, what advice would you give them to send us home? Anyone. It has to be something that...
I feel like a really good idea is to just copy your favorite characters, but then start to make them your own and give them backstories. And so then you have your own characters. You can be inspired by characters, but make sure that you give them your own twist. And just keep practicing and keep playing.
Don't party hard because you'll lose your voice.
So you be out partying. Is that what you're confessing to us now?
I gotta go.
Okay, guys, well, we're still at Nickelodeon Studios. Make sure you tune into the Hey Arnold movie, The Jungle Movie. It's going to be in theaters next Friday.
It's going to be on TV, on Nickelodeon.
It's going to be on Nickelodeon. Well, why? I'm rapping, but why did you choose not to have it come into theaters?
Because it was a original TV movie, and so that we thought it would be cool if it played in theaters, but we had to make it for TV.
You get excited that you're going to bring a whole bunch of people, that you're going to have the popcorn butter, and you're like, okay, guys, we're having a watch party instead. All good.
There you go. You pick your own candy.
It's a watch party.
It's going to be a watch party. It's going to be amazing. Make sure you come back for more exclusive interviews. Thank you guys so much for today.
You're welcome.